hooray, I'll get back to work. Ah. Hello everyone, I am Stardust and welcome back to another discussion video of mine, which has taken me absolutely ages to get back to, oh my goodness. This video we are going to be covering more info regarding the new upcoming Sonic game for this year, Sonic Frontiers. While it isn't anything major, it is still noteworthy enough for me that I feel the need to make a video on it. So, let us begin, shall we? First off, we got a confirmation that the entire voice cast is returning for Frontiers from a live stream on the official Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube channel, as well as other little details which I find interesting to say the least. Let us roll the clip!
And then one big thing I should mention, the entire voice cast is returning for this. We've got Roger as Sonic, we've got Colleen returning as Tails, everybody's come back, Cindy is Amy. Amy's voice is actually what you heard in the trailer. I know some people online were a little confused about that, but it's confirmed from me. That's Amy. So all of the gang's back. They sound amazing. Everybody's bringing their A game on this one.
So not only do we have confirmation that Tails and Amy play a part in Frontiers, although I am unsure how big or small their roles are, but also that Amy is possibly the rumoured ghost girl this entire time. I know that people are already aware of her voice being in the trailer due to captions of some upload of the Frontiers trailer, but I didn't quite catch that in time as I was already hard at work on the previous commentary video. So as a result, I am quite late to the party. My bad! Anyways, this new piece of info makes me wonder about two things now. One, what is going on regarding Amy? Why can Sonic hear her voice out of nowhere all of a sudden in this game? Yes, what is likely she is the ghost girl in question, we still don't know the full details surrounding her fate or the plot from last video, unless Sega is just lying to us and going, Nope, that's not the plot for Frontiers, you have to wait and see for more details to find out, haha, and then it turns out that that was the plot after all, and they were lying to our faces, but we knew they were all along, just so they can keep things secret when really it wasn't secret at all. What exactly led her to this current predicament of hers? I personally think it could be related to the whole cyberspace theme the leaks had, as it's possible she's stuck in some sort of cybernetic void of sorts, or has become some sort of cyber ghost, and the most she could possibly do is guide Sonic through the game until she's brought back in some way, whether that's partway through the game or just at the very end. Again, we don't know the full details, so her fate may be uncertain for now. My second thing I'm curious about is Amy the only one that's been affected? Should this be the case? What about Sonic's other friends, like Tails? What if he's affected as well and he needs to be rescued? Because then that could be a very big point in the game where this is more personal now, this is more serious than Forces, and oh my goodness. And no, before you ask, no, that's not because we have an actually capable writer now. In fact, regarding this plot, I reckon even Eggman is possibly at risk himself unless he has some sort of ace up his sleeve to turn things around. Or he might end up having to do a temporary truce with Sonic to resolve this problem. Although, I do have a feeling if he does go for the latter, he'll probably try and betray the Hedgehog at the end like Lost World, unless this is like a one-off scenario. Either way, I suppose we'll have to wait and see, but these are my thoughts regardless. Either way, I suppose we'll have to wait and see what happens in Sonic Frontiers regardless. Another thing I would like to talk about is some news concerning Sega's investor Q&A that happened on December the 14th, as it includes some rather interesting answers to some questions. Let us take a read on some of them, shall we? So the first question is, looking at the video, Sonic Frontiers looks like an open world kind of concept. Is that correct? Also, if you have any target number of sales, can you please share? And the answer to that is, as for target number, because this is a completely new title for the first time in many years, and we are planning for a global multi-platform rollout, we would like to go beyond the first year's sales number of Sonic Forces, which is the previous title, which also released in 2017, I believe. For lifetime sales, we look forward to further increase. Would like for you to wait future announcement, is that even English? For the details, but this is the title, no compromise in terms of quality, and that has taken on many new challenges. Now here's the interesting bit. Originally, it was planned to be released on this year, the 30th anniversary of Sonic, but we have postponed the release for a year in order to further brush up the quality. Not only for this title, but during the development phase, we have been steadily conducting analysis to improve the quality of the title before release, such as introducing game testing based on external evaluations, and I have a feeling that it will become a good game and have high expectations for it. So this is rather interesting. It really seems so far Sega is trying to learn from Forces and not only take their time, but really put the money and effort into the game this time round. Even take on such challenges as making the first ever official open world Sonic game. And it's honestly great to hear, and it makes sense given the next question I'm about to discuss here. The second question asks, can you share the possibility of strengthening the monetization of the Sonic IP further in order to increase profits such as merchandising, movies, and etc.? And they go on to answer with, in terms of contribution to the profits, we believe the games will be the main. We'd like to precede the major new title for global and multi-platform in-game area. Referring to the recent environment, the number of movie viewers we've reached has increased significantly due to the global hit of the movie and the following subscription rollout of it. And if you include the mobile and other businesses, the IP has been able to reach the scale of like hundreds of millions of people. That is a lot of people, by the way, in case you didn't know. As the effect of the hit of the movie, the situations in which parents and children of two generations can enjoy Sonic IP together is increasing, so we think it is important to release high quality games at this timing. For the expansion other than the game, you won't believe how many times I had to retake because it's grammar. We believe that it is principal to work with partners who are reliable and can provide high quality products and services. As for animation, we are working on with Netflix. We can roll out this with very low risk as the Sonic IP is strong. What do you mean by that? I really hope that means you're confident, because this could actually hurt your IP if it doesn't do so well. I mean, it's a TV show. What? Towards the release of sequel movie, which is scheduled to be released in April. That's the Sonic movie too, by the way. Go check that out when that's out in theaters. We expect the increase of view of the previous movie via subscription, etc., and will boost revenue again. The licensing business, including merchandising, has already become a scale of tens of billions of yen on a retail sales price basis, and its rollout in EU and NA, which is North America, I assume, is expanding considerably. On the other hand, we still have a lot of challenges in Asia market, including Japan, so we want to focus our efforts over the next year when we release the new game, which makes a lot of sense if you think about it. The better the game is, the more the chance it has of selling well, and it seems they are quite confident this time round of Frontiers actually being a good game from what I can gather from all the tidbits we have learnt thus far. However, it still all depends on the execution of the game. I mean, we haven't even seen gameplay yet, and that's a little worrying to say the least, so it's still a little hard for me to say where this is all going. But regardless, let's move on to the next question, which asks, and this is a bit of a mouthful for me, so can you share about your strategy for the repeat sales, especially how you think about the strategy to pile up the revenue continuously every year? It seems you can earn revenue from repeat sales following the year when you have numbers of new titles. However, there is an example of the other company which is combining pricing and regional strategies to build up profits. I'd like to hear your thoughts on such approach. And the answer is, as for consumer games, the culture of buying a package game on the day of release is no longer on the trend, and the penetration of digital sales has made it to a business that contributes to revenue for a long term. In fact, the year after a new title is released, that title is counted as a repeat, especially if the new title is released at the end of the fiscal year. It will contribute to the increase in volume of repeat sales the following year. For the pricing strategy, we feel we are at a point where we need to rethink. For example, for the new Sonic game, as we are focusing on quality and spending a certain amount of money on development, which confirms they have a bigger budget this time round, I think. We think it is important to maintain the price by maintaining the value of the IP at high level, rather than simply lowering the price at early stage to increase the number of unit sales. Other point is area rollout. With the advance of digital transformation, DX for short, it became possible to reach areas such as South America, Africa, India, etc., where were previously beyond the reach of our marketing. We are constantly searching and examining how much opportunities each area has, and from the next fiscal year we would like to increase our revenue base by steadily developing such areas. Oh my goodness, that was such a mouthful. Anyways, that is the final question and answer of the Q&A, and so far we have found out that Sega is now focusing on putting more quality into their games concerning Sonic, given the success of the Sonic movie back in 2020. Oh my god, the Sonic movie is 2 years old this year. Now that's a coincidence given the second movie. It also seems Sonic Frontiers will be full price this time round as well. No knockoff £40 price tag. We're paying a full £60 for a quality game this time round. Or is it £70? Either way, it seems the game will be of quality, especially so much more than the previous game. A good story writer, amazing graphics, ambition driving throughout the team working on it, as well as a big budget for the game. All we need now is that gameplay to be good, and we're set. Set, I tell you! One last thing I would like to touch upon in this video is that there is news of John Sunu, I apologise if I mispronounced your name, working on the soundtrack for Sonic Frontiers. Yes, that John Sunu, the same one who composed for the Sonic series, starting with Sonic 3, which is one of the best Sonic games out there, I tell ya. Go play Sonic 3 right now. To hear he is involved with the soundtrack is simply a thrill, especially if the music is going to be just like, or at least something like this. You get the general gist of what I'm trying to say here. The source for this news is an MME article. I've never heard that news site before, honestly. With a singular paragraph, as I quote, but of course he has also been working on the music for Sonic Frontiers, the recently announced game which will be the first to place the Blue Hedgehog in an open world and is due to be released in late 2022. This game is going to broaden how we view Sonic games, and I'm so excited for 2022. So that is some good news indeed, as it's the reassurance we need after Forces and its mediocre soundtrack. No offense to anybody else, but I just don't like Forces soundtrack. There's very little tracks I actually like, but regardless, I look forward to hearing John's work as I roam the world of the upcoming Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers. Sega, I swear to God, if you screw up the music again twice in a row, we are going to have some problems. Some very, very serious problems. Anyways, that is all for today's video. So what do you all think regarding these tidbits covered in this video? Do they excite you for Frontiers? Or even more, if you were already excited? Or are you not quite satisfied and wish to see gameplay first before making up your mind? Let me know in the comment section below! I apologise for the long delay in uploading this video, but I wanted to make sure this video was quality, as I am all about that rather than quantity, if you haven't figured that one out for my channel. Regardless, if you liked the video, please do leave a like. Join the Stellar Crew by subscribing and hitting that bell to turn on notifications on so you know when I next upload or go live. I have a Discord in the description below that you can also join, as well as all my sources that I have used for the news discussed in this video. With that all said, thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!